what I said when she was being tried as a traitor. She gave the council the option of putting her in jail or trusting her with her decisions in the future. Okay? Alright, now, Miko goes on to say, Flynn gratifies and indulges this character in her relationship. Again, this is quoting Miko, xxMikoxx. He says, Ian Flynn gratifies and indulges this character in her relationship to Sonic to a far greater extent than many of the other writers. She's only there to be Sonic's perfect girlfriend. He doesn't give a crap about Sally beyond revolving around Sonic as his love interest. Even if she's made a OOC and Lame Brain to be his cuddle buddy, I mean, what else is there for her to do now? Just look at how Ian practically gushes at describing Sonic and Sal. And this is him quoting what Ian said. One of the slowest fixes was between Sonic and Sally. Childhood sweethearts had become a serious couple, then it fell apart. While Sally did her personal rebuilding, Sonic gave her the space she needed and tried to move on. He dated Fiona, that didn't go well. Thanks in large part to Sonic's cool as ice nature, he and Sally are back to being friends again, and then questions maybe more. Okay. Here's the thing. Yes, Ian did say that, but he's not gushing over it. He's just explaining what happened. Alright? He's just explaining what happened, okay? And basically what he's saying is they're back to being friends. They were friends in the series. Yes, in the Saturday AM series. Yes, they kissed. Yes, they went off with each other and all that until the final episode. We all know that. We all know there was some kind of affection there. We all saw that. But here's the thing. When he asked the question, maybe more, he's basically stating, could there be more than just a regular friendship now? And he's working toward that. Slowly. Because he even quotes it. Ian even quotes it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, come on. He even quotes it. Slowest fixes. Yes, they're back to being friends. Why do you think he paired her up with Monkey Kong despite how we all felt about it? He paired her up with Monkey Kong because that way it would give her a springboard to possibly try to slowly rebuild things on a personal level with Sonic relationship-wise. Take a look at the panel in the second part in the issue, I think it was, 216? Take a look at that in the second part. Take a look at that panel when Sonic comes to her rescue, along with Big. Hello, Ian's trying to slowly bring it back to that. He's not trying to say, okay, let's put them as a couple. No, he's slowly doing it. Get it through your head, Miko. Now, xxMikoxx does quote, yes, his dating with Fiona didn't go well because Ian paired her off with a guy that she, under Ken Pender's writing, made specifically clear she didn't like because he was too disrespectful. Okay. Yes, that didn't make sense doing that. But I think if you look at it prospectively, Ian... Well, this goes back to one of the things Ian did that shouldn't have been done. But here's the reason why Ian probably did it. There's not enough female villains. Period. That's why he did it. But also, trying to make it a little realistic, you need to have a conflicting character that's just doesn't know what's right now. It doesn't have her head on straight. Okay? Now, as for Mina and Amy, he also quotes another thing Ian said. And he calls them Flintivious. And I guess he says something. Because a fan... Oh, sorry, I'm hitting the mic a lot here. Because he says... I can't read what a fan put on there, but apparently a fan says that they, I guess, support it, but also say they're huge... I don't know what this fan says, so you have to look for it yourself. But it's a Josie A. And this Josie A puts at the end of the letter, P.S., to be completely honest, I'm a huge Sonic Amy fan. In other words, this Josie A prefers Sonic and Amy as a couple. Now, he quotes what Ian says here. No, Josie, I feel comfortable assuming you support the notion of the pairing. I prefer the former's demise, but we have to agree to disagree. I have no personal vendetta against Miss Rose, however. And again, you get a link right here. And then I don't know who this 99 is. And they say, yes, that's why Amy reads like a homer. I guess this is Miko, I guess. I don't know. Yes, that's why Amy reads like a homewrecker for pursuing Sonic since she can't contest Cream's fact that Sonic is with Sally despite her knowing otherwise. I guess this Cream fact comes from the Sonic universe. Now, as for Mina, oh boy. Someone asked the question, was Mina Sonic's first girlfriend? And again, Miko quotes what Ian Flynn says, this is a common misconception. Sonic's first love interest was the princess, and his second was a mercenary named Fiona. Mongoose was unrequited affection for Sonic, but they never were a couple. And again, there's another link. Now, Miko, xxMikoxx, quotes, Ian needs to read 111 when he's thinking about Mina as a potential girlfriend in the 90s when he flirted with her. And in 121 when he had a bit of a public display of affection. But of course, he'd rather sit in disillusions and say it was uneradicate and believe Sonic, who was phobic of commitment and girlfriends, didn't take a major step in initiating a romantic moment in public, because the only true love can only be Sally. For real, guys? Oh, step, yeah. I don't know if that's Miko or somebody. And then Miko asked the question. Then Miko quotes and asks the question, so what's left for Sally? Does she sound like a relationship Sue to you at this point? I honestly don't think Sally or any of them are going to get much better under Ian's reign. It's been years and it's only going to get worse. Okay, first of all, she's not a relationship Sue. Miko, get it through your head. She's not a relationship Sue. What Ian is doing, and I'm going back to this, despite how you feel about him doing certain things, and I quoted there were some things he did, especially with Fiona and the Iron Dominion deal, but there are some things, and pairing Sally out with Monkey Kong, but here's the deal. Ian is trying to rebuild her back to being what fans saw her as in Sad AM and in the early editions of the comic. A princess, a character that balances everything out and acknowledges that she has affection for, let's say, the hero, like Sonic, but also puts her plans and the action and the mission and, the greater commitment to the cause first before she does the relationship deal. Okay? You have to realize that. Ian's not messing her up. He's not turning her into a relationship Sue. That's far from the truth. And believe me, Miko, there's a lot of people here on YouTube that may agree with you. There's a lot of people that will disagree with you. I, for one, disagree. Now, you can come on my channel and comment and do a response all you want. But this is just how I feel. Again, she's not a relationship Sue. All Ian is doing is bringing her back to her Sad AM early comics form. Do you understand? Hopefully this helped out. Science in multiple parts. But you guys want to respond, go ahead. Miko, you want to respond, go ahead. I'll talk to you all later. And there will be a link here in the description box. Enjoy.